Hello again, how are you doing? Well, as you can see, I'm not trying on clothes, I'm sitting down, and that's because I want to talk to myself. Because I've come to realize that sometimes when you're talking to people or you're giving tips, technically you are talking to yourself and other people. And because a lot have been going on in my mind lately, I decided to just talk to myself via the camera. But before I start, I'm gonna ask you this question: how are you doing? How are you coping with the lockdown? If you're in the UK, Germany, how are you coping in other parts of the world? And if you're somewhere where there's no lockdown, wow, I envy you. We're here. We're just waiting for this madness to be over. But that still, we just try to, But I suggest we stay positive, remain positive, call our friends, exercise and, slow down. Well, like I said, so much have been going on in my mind lately. And one of the things that I discovered lately is we've forgotten how to be grateful. We forget what we have and we forget how to tell ourselves well done. And I think this is as a result of the society being so fast. There are a lot of things that are so fast right now. We've glorified not slowing down. We've glorified not stopping. We've glorified not even taking a moment to just take a deep breath and meditate. And the reason why I've said that is because if you don't slow down, you don't even remember what you have or what you've achieved. Okay, something happened to me last week or 2 weeks ago. I don't really remember. I walked into Zara and I saw this white shirt just standing there, angelic. I fell in love with this shirt and I said, no, I have to have this shirt. And I bought this shirt and I brought it home. So pleased with it. Then I opened my wardrobe to hang the shirt there, and what I noticed was that I already have that shirt. I didn't know. I forgot that I have that shirt. And I said to myself, I have the shirt. I can't even remember when I got it. And that made me just pause for a moment. I said to myself, does this apply to everything in my life? Then that evening, myself and my friend were talking on phone. And I said, something happened today. And I used that as a yardstick to judge a lot of things around me. And I told her about the shirt and so on. And then I said to her, do you remember recently when we were talking on the phone and I said to you that this 2020 has been crappy, I've not achieved much? She said, yeah. I said, no, it's a lie. I've achieved so much, but because a lot of us are obsessed with acquiring things, not just material things, but maybe knowledge, skill, we forget what we already have. Then I pick up this book, and I remember on the 1st of January, I wrote a list of things that I said I wanted to achieve. And a lot of them I've achieved, but I've forgotten that I achieved them. Number one said that I'm going to make sure I improve in my photography. I tell you and I kid you not, I have improved. But I have forgotten that I've improved because I had to go back to my Instagram, to the bottom of my Instagram, to see how my pictures were before and how my pictures are now. Although I still have more work to do. But what I'm trying to say is where I am now is better than where I was. And I didn't know that I have done well, because what I said that I was going to achieve this year was pay more attention to my photography, which I did. But I didn't know that I've been working on my photography skill. Number two that I said that I was going to do was perfect my soap making, then turn it into a business, which I have done so well with my soap. I've improved my soap making skills. I have paid for my CPRS, which is like sending your recipe to a body or a chemist, and then they will check your soap and tell you that it is safe for you to trade. that I have done. I paid for it about £300. I forgot that that is something that I wanted to achieve, that I have achieved. And I recently just started building my website, and I've been making so, and people have been buying lately. Now, I want to ask you something. If that is what I said I wanted to achieve this year, right? And I have achieved it, why did I forget? Which brings me to the fact that a lot of us, including me, that's why I'm using the word us, we have not been mindful, we're not present. We are busy with the everyday madness. Let me tell you what my life is like. I wake up in the morning by 5 a.m. I do my yoga. I go to work. When I go to work and I come back, I try to catch up on the Instagram, what is going on, right? And I go to Twitter to catch up with what is going on in Nigeria. Then I pick up the phone to catch up with my friend in Nigeria, just to ask how she's doing because she's expecting. And then when I look at the time, it's almost bedtime. This is my routine over and over again. And I realize there's no time to stop. There's no time for me to stop and just think or meditate or shut down. I noticed that we have glorified being busy. We glorify not sleeping. We glorify not stopping. We glorify not even taking the moment to even stop. Like, stop. I mean, there's this hashtag on Twitter sometimes I saw was a while back, like Team We Don't Sleep or Team Insomnia. Like, if you're not awake, gather here. And this is as a result of hustling, as we're hustling. And I get it. Nobody is going to pay your bill. You are going to pay your bill. You're responsible for yourself. But why being responsible for yourself? Why chasing this money and all this achievement? Remember, you also need this body to enjoy this thing that you are trying to achieve or you're killing yourself for. Also remember that if you don't take care of yourself, you might die and you don't enjoy all these things you are killing yourself for. You know what I'm saying? And I said to myself, no. I need to slow down more and take note of everything around me. Like, soak things in. And then I started reading. Okay, what do I do to be more mindful? What do I do to be more present? Number one is I decided to slow down with how much I use my phone. Now, a lot of people have said that social media can be toxic for them, and it's true. It's possible, it happens. But for me, it's not toxic for me. And the reason why is because of the people I follow and why I use it and things I search for. Now, I mean, I can sit down here and just watch cat videos and laugh all through. I love cats. I don't have cats, but I love cats because I think that they are very funny. But because of the way they carry themselves, a lot of people are kind of like scared of cats. I find them cute. I can't have a cat because I know they are very, very independent and they can go and come back at any time. Now, I also love fashion. I love style. I search for style. And then I look at comedy, all the shorts, comedies and so on. But the thing is, I realize that I spend my time laughing and engaging my brain, taking things inside, and I'm not even putting the phone down. Secondly, I'm gonna take more time to go out for a walk. Now, in summer, I don't mind because I'm from Nigeria, I'm from a hot country. In winter, I struggle to go out for a walk. But yesterday, I went out for a walk. I put on a very, very thick jacket and I wore my shoe and I was in the park and I noticed a lot of things. First of all, because of this lockdown, you see a lot of family going out for a walk. Papa, mama, children and kids, the extended family, all walking in a group and talking to themselves. No phone in sight. And then I stopped and I noticed that in the park close to us, we have swans. I've not walked to that point before. The only part of the park I go to is when I was riding my bike. I just, go around in a particular area. But because I was just emptying my mind and trying to smell the breeze and listen to the sound of the birds, I noticed that there's a pond there at the park. and I stood there and watched the swans. You know, it's a family. They were just, you know, floating or gliding in the water. And then I pick up my journal. I couldn't believe how much I wrote. I couldn't believe how much that I had in my mind, that because I don't give myself a time to stop for a moment, I didn't know that it's there. And this book was really, really full. I mean, I just wrote about how I was feeling, how work was, how blessed I am, you know, and I wrote about my friends, you know, what I like about them, how much I miss them, how much they've impacted. And I had my sandwich in my bag, and I had this flask with coffee in it, and I must say, I really enjoyed it. I mean, just sitting down there, watching the birds and the swan. And I was looking at the trees, I realized that, oh, this one is green, this one is kind of red, this one is kind of mustardy yellow, and that is more yellow than this. Just silly things. And when I left the park, I felt born again, like new. I felt refreshed, that's the word. What I'm trying to say is this: we need to take time to stop and rest. Protect your mind and your body. This entire body of ours is the real home. This is what carries you. So if you look back tomorrow and you've killed yourself with hustling and bustling, and you are old and retired, you can't raise your leg, you can't raise your hand because you were team no sleep and team no rest, then what's the point? Spend time with people that matter, like your friends, your family, those that make you laugh. Eat good food. Let enjoyment kill you. Like I used to say, or like I often say, enjoyment kill me. We die here because of enjoyment. I mean, nobody gets out here alive. I don't even know what afterlife is like. I've not met anybody that's been afterlife before. So why don't I just enjoy now? It's all I'm trying to say. And I tell you, if you look after yourself, you will not regret it. You will be a better person. You have peace of mind. You age well. You will be happy. I mean, nobody wants to hang out with somebody that's not happy with themselves. If you're not happy with yourself, how are you going to be happy with other people? So, my darling, rest, slow down. Don't focus on the losses. There are wins as well. Protect your mind and protect your body, and you will be fine at the end of the day. This is what matters. I hope I see you next time, and thank you for hanging around with me today. And be positive,